Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, it's Johnson.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. On the catch, this is Chris Johnson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it go again. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Allen. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Harold Carmichael from 19 yards away. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Complete, it's Johnson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Jackson will throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Allen.
Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, That position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways it can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Allen will try again on second down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Harold Carmichael in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And his guys are going to retake the lead. On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Looking downfield for Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Jackson here is going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs... He's got a man, complete! And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Harold Carmichael from 19 yards away. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken from about the 12. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A solid stiff arm. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Johnson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Jackson
to the right side and complete to Washington. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Jackson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll run it with Johnson. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Johnson. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. 11 yards there. 1st down. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And his kick is good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to 1 possession game at the end, That's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.